Chain of thought-based text completion sentences. Any well-written sentence is a chain of thought. Hence, we are not discussing a new application as such. Rather, in this session, we are discussing how to tackle a sentence when the other discussed applications such as contrast, similarity, continuation of thought, cause-effect are all missing. So, we are discussing the sentences where the earlier discussed applications, contrast, similarity, continuation of thought, or cause-effect do not play a central role in the meaning. Therefore, we need to identify the complete chain of thought to fill in the blank. Such sentences where none of the discussed applications play a central role, common to GRE's text completion and sentence equivalence questions. Roughly 1/4 of the sentences are such. Let's take an example. You will notice that none of these discussed applications are playing a central role in this sentence here, and we must process the complete chain of thought. So, anesthesiologists are highly trained to ensure that certain effects of the sedatives given to patients who require general anesthesia lasts neither too long nor too short. So these doctors are highly trained to ensure that these effects are neither too long nor too short. So what kind of effects we are expecting here? Something on the lines of soporific, which is the idea of being sleep-inducing. One more example. Once again, you will find that none of these earlier discussed applications are playing a central role in this sentence, and the complete chain of thought has to be processed end to end to fill in this blank. The idea here is that this species of parrot is a certain surviving parrot species native to North America and is typically found in mountainous environments at very high altitudes. So this parrot seems to be very unique in nature, and our broad expectation from the correct answer choice for the blank can be on the lines of only, suggesting that this parrot is the only surviving parrot species native to North America and is found in such and such conditions. These sentences can be a little more difficult compared to the sentences where one of these applications play a central role, because identifying one of these applications in the sentence eases our understanding of the sentence and therefore eases identifying the broad expectation from the correct answer choice. In these sentences, you see, since there is no central theme as such, these sentences can be a bit more challenging and therefore only a bit more fun. You would have understood only is the correct answer choice here, and a more GRE-like word for only can be solitary. You would have understood that there are no chain of thought triggers. We are simply discussing the absence of the triggers for the earlier discussed applications. When there is no contrast trigger or similarity trigger or continuation trigger or cause-effect trigger, we don't have a choice but to look for the chain of thought. Something that we anyway do in all the sentences. It's just that the presence of one of these applications playing a central role in the sentence makes our job easier. An informal note here. Please don't worry too much about these different applications, contrast, similarity, continuation, cause, effect, or even chain of thought for that matter. We have broken down these applications only to help you develop an approach. The idea is that you should develop sharp reflexes so that you are able to handle the text completion or sentence equivalence questions with high accuracy under the time available. So the big picture is that we must duly understand these concepts and solve tons of questions while applying these concepts. When you would have solved a few hundred questions while duly analyzing your mistakes, you will realize that you would have developed your own reflexes for solving these questions, and you would not need to consciously apply or be aware of these different applications that we have discussed. So on that note, let's take a GRE-like example for a chain of thought-based TC question. Here is the correct approach Please pause the video and solve it. You will notice that there is no central theme to this sentence as such, and we must process the complete chain of thought for filling in the blank. So the chain of thought is that the first deployments of explosives in combat by the gunpowder empires, and double dash means namely. So here simply the names of such empires has been given. We don't have to worry much about this part of the sentence. The chain of thought continues that the first deployment of explosives in combat by the gunpowder empires, and then in fact you see a dash and a double dash here. So in fact, this part of the sentence is also simply a further elaboration on these three empires under discussion. So even this information here is extra information, and the main chain of thought here is that the first deployment of explosives in combat by these empires, as in these deployments, were roughly what? It's one of those questions where coming up with a broad expectation from the correct answer choice is quite difficult, and we must use the answer choices to our advantage and go by elimination. If we read very deeply, we will realize that the first deployments were roughly what? Some sense of similarity is needed here. So we need a word that suggests a logical similarity. Parallel is a word that shows similarity, but the deployments of explosives being parallel is not a logical thing to say. Therefore, this should be eliminated. Similarly, equal is also a word that shows similarity, but the first deployments being equal does not make sense. Then the first deployments being roughly coordinated does not logically complete the sentence, and that the first deployments were roughly adapted does not logically complete the sentence. Coeval, suggesting contemporary or happening at the same time, does suggest a logical similarity that we are looking for, that the first deployments of explosives in combat by these empires happened roughly at the same time makes complete sense. Coeval here duly fills in the blank and leads to a sentence that is complete and coherent. If you got this question correct and through the correct reasoning, a very good job. More importantly, I hope you understood this concept of duly processing the chain of thought for filling in the blanks.